I always thought my boyfriend's late-night work shifts were just a part of his grind, but that belief shattered like glass at the office party when my boss, with her sparkling cocktail dress and a smirk that could cut diamonds, introduced her +1 my boyfriend. My heart stopped, and the room spun as he stood there, awkwardly trying to maintain his composure, but the way her fingers lingered on his arm told me everything. I suddenly remembered the expensive watch he wore, a luxury far beyond his means, and the whispered phone calls he brushed off as work-related. The truth was, he wasn't just working late, he was moonlighting as her sugar baby. The confrontation that followed was explosive, with accusations flying like daggers in our dimly lit apartment. He stumbled over his words, trying to justify it as a temporary arrangement to help with his debts. But the betrayal cut deep, not just because of the deceit, but because the person funding his secret life was my boss, a woman whose approval I had chased for years. I was torn between fury and heartbreak, each revelation stoking the fire of disbelief. I could see the desperation in his eyes, but that only fueled my anger. How could he reduce our relationship to a mere transaction? Days turned into a blur of avoidance at work, my boss's knowing glances an open mockery of my humiliation. I felt trapped in a twisted reality show, my professional and personal worlds colliding in the most scandalous way possible. The office buzzed with gossip, and I was caught in the crossfire, each whisper a reminder of my naivety. Yet, amidst the chaos, I realized the crux of my turmoil wasn't just the betrayal. It was the suffocating fear that maybe I was complicit in this, too blinded by love to see the warning signs. In the end, the twist of the knife was the realization that my boss wasn't just a sugar mama, she had orchestrated the whole sordid affair as a power play, a sick game to assert dominance over me. It was never about him, it was about me, a pawn in her ruthless pursuit of control. The internal conflict raged as I struggled to reclaim my narrative, to rise from the ashes of this scandal with my dignity intact. The revelation freed me in a way, igniting a resolve to break away from the toxic ties and redefine who I was beyond the scandal. Leaving him and my job behind was the hardest yet most liberating decision, a step towards healing and a future untainted by betrayal.